All right, welcome everybody. Let's not waste any time. 1 second. There we go. It's been a long day. It's time to play some games. It's another episode of Rogue Trader. Still at the start of Chapter 1. I forget where I left off. Oh, still wandering around the Rycat system. Prison planet. Looks like I already went down. Master Helmsman Ravor. The Vox crackles to life, and Master Helmsman Ravor addresses you. What we have here, Lord Captain, it is not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, like it is huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I am surprised. The thing is more a scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went down to town on it. We are registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission now. I don't know, I'm trying to do an accent. I'm sorry, I apologize. I arrived for this ill-prepared to read everything. Hear us. Ragged void ship. Hear us. The Vox transmission hisses and abruptly cuts to static. Do not require assistance. Pete, do not require assistance. Copy? The Vox relays a different voice. Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Roar protects. Lord Captain, I am told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Ricati Philia colony that is refusing help, which, not to put too fine a point on it, has not yet been offered to them. Sounds like we have pirates. Ravor, can we establish communication? Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. For a brief moment, the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting over one another. Do not tell! Tell him! We are done for! This is Thunderfang. We are... One of the voices falters uncertainly and is placed by another. A merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private merchant vessel. A merchant vessel. Of course they are. Damn my stupid head, where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. For damage report. Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, why can we not identify you? You make out a hoarse and furious whispering, even over the crackling of the static. Why? I don't know. What if... Certainly not. The whispering dies and a clear, youthful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damage is preventing the correct identification. We assure you, Sir merchant vessel. Thunderfang does not require aid. Just miserable pirates clinging to life. What happened to you? The Vox responds by bursting into a cacophony of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone chuckles bitterly, another swears some foul expletives, and yet another hisses, furiously demanding that the other shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise. We were just flying, minding our own business, straight out of the blue and open fire. Miracle we could get away, Emperor protected, and then no more fire. Who? Void only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folks are left out without our help. We never got to them. Thunderfang, stop playing games and explain again what your business is here. This time I highly recommend the truth. This is cruel. Happy now? What have you done, idiot? It was too late. It is too late now. The Vox channel is again filled with angry whispering of several voices. The whispers and static are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We did not come here to loot, on different business, to help our own, out of jail. Do not hurt, release. We already had our Chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of goods. In case you are unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in the Coronis Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have Vox conversations with whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons and shake the scum loose from their decks. They certainly deserve it. High Factotum Janus Danrak. The honeyed voice of the High Factotum interrupts the translation with a polite cough. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you, although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions. The Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods on the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with them acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a warp jump is impossible. Thunderfang, prepare for commercial exchange. There's no reason we have to hate one another. Hear it all, this shit. Basically everything. Thank you, dirty pirates. I don't regret letting you live in the slightest. Looks cool too. Looks badass. Tubi, laser gun, auto fire. I like that. You deserve it, Abelard. Precise las pistol. Looks kick-ass. Revolver. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and stare at dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, and those you met previous there. How is this possible? Here are the enforcers posted to stand guard. It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying at the edge of the desk, so remnant of Correct Woodfield's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The gun swayed from side to side, closing your mouth nightmarishly slow hands. Stop. I did not wish for any of you to die. The dead remain deaf to your noise, creeping ever closer to the inevitability of death itself. You belatedly realize that your trembling hand has found the shard, and its razor-sharp edge cuts into your bone. Unbearably bright light floods everything around you, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic, intricate weapon. A skillfully crafted sword with strange and moving proportions. A curved design, an unusual hilt, adorned with the image of a Christ eye. A closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your head only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen, accept your fate, champion. I'm not here to see when I see it. Be gone, demon. Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from the vision kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat, and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again. So you reach a shaking hand for your vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless servitor, the automaton, to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Item lost. Blade shard. I must have confirmed through that on accident. That's okay, I was agonizing over what I was going to do with it anyway. It makes the choice for me. Thank you, servitor. Be gone, Satan. I know heresy when I see it. I don't know, did I mess up there? Should I have kept the blade? Too late. Oh no, I could reload it. We're keeping it. Negotiate. Got too many pistols. I can't use all of these. Possibly, I have to have a whole team of people using these goddamn pistols. +5 persuasion. Mark of the ruler. Laser ring. Coercion. Coercion, one of mine? No. No coercion. Looks like I am not good at that. Give her that. Don't want her surrounded anyway. It's not very good. That's acceptable. Yeah, I thought I was going to the planet when all this bullshit happened. Stupid shard. I didn't even want it. What's it I mean, I kind of do. Starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosives tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Sergeant Malgar. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing! A man in a torn and dirty uniform hobbles towards you from behind the chunks of rockcrete and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Malgar. All right, so our skies are in lockdown. The rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happened to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it, on a shuttle like that. Where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? He is visibly awed by the resplendent gold of your transport. Grab 'em, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Abelard turns purple. By the holy throne, what is this mess? Yadira glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. No, Abelard, you know what to do. Enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before the rogue traitor von Valancius, you ignorant worm! Snap to attention this instant and give his lordship a formal report. Thank you, Abelard. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier, and barks, My mistake, sir! At once! The starport is under the control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sergeant... Red grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that was now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Last Malgar. Reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? Do you know what's going on? Unrest, sir. Armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked, then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. Then Felix tore off his mask, precisely because he knew about the trouble on Ricard by Norris. He knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. Cassia lets out a sorrowful sigh. You may continue your report, peasant. Cassia, don't be a Karen. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priests linked to satellite reported sightings of strange white ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Ricad Majoris. The governor took precautionary measures and ordered the increased security at key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warded details. The alarm was raised, and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. They are crushing us, the scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute. I pat him on the shoulder. You are doing fine work, Malgar, and so are your troops. It is people like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve. The sergeant's grim voice rings with a martyr's pride. Do you happen to know if anyone from the Inquisition has come? At the word Inquisition, the sergeant's face fills with awe. I don't know, sir. There's definitely haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, your lordship, sir. Let's ask about the dirty dog that tried to shoot down my shuttle. Affirmative, your lordship, sir. Is all those damned rebels, those maggots somehow got their hands on an anti-aircraft battery, and it's causing our shuttles no end of trouble. That thing really packs a punch. You're lucky they missed you. I've seen them fry 2 shuttles carrying reinforcements. Not a soul survived. I am going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, There's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send you as an escort. I assigned all my available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I voxcast orders to them to wait for you. I will voxcast orders for them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Adira frowns as her gaze grows distant, as if she is looking through the sergeant. You are a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know, the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulets won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head round these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight to my last drop. Tell me about the tech priest. A very important person from the Adeptus Mechanicus arrived in the last shuttle before they locked down the sky. He kept on asking though whether anyone by the name of Amarant or Amarnat or something like that had recently arrived. Barely answered any of our questions though. Said he was under no obligation to tell us anything. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send a quarter of my troops with him to keep trouble at bay. You are a good soldier, Melgar. I will see that your heroism is noted. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. Oh, I suppose that's that. Oh, there's all kinds of shit here.
Did you see that? They almost knocked us out of the air. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before the Lord Captain for questioning and trial.
I do not think the rogue trader should take a personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient.
Challenging me was a mistake. I'll turn you into corpse starch.
13. That seems like a lot. Cruiser. Okay, I'm just a tiny bit out of practice. Shit.
Hold on. Out of my way!
Scared yet? Time to slaughter someone.
Let's get to it.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Good.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Easy.
If I may.
Here we go. Let's get to it. Hold on.
Onward!
At your beck and call. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Out of my way.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I am each strike is a prayer.
What is this foreboding? Will do. On it.
set this in motion. Consider that off limits. I won't do that. Count me out. Consider that off limits.
Done and done.
I won't do that.
Let's get to it. Let's make it quick. Here we go. Let's get to it.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I took care of this one.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Out of my way. Let's get to it.
Follow my lead.
For the large. Ignore him.
My place is at the fore. Reduce to dust!
Well done. Well done, old chap.
I will do my duty. It will be done.
Murder these guys.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! None can escape the Emperor's justice. power resides in the will of the righteous. Faith without deed. As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer. I'll do it. This is unacceptable. Doubt is for the weak.
I know what is to come. But of course, well. Was that you? Or...
With purpose. As said, so done. That is how it's done.
I already have one of those. Yawn.
Let's seize the moment.
Giblets.
My actions speak louder than words.
Like carousal.
Send me a message on Steam and I can invite you guys.
Seems like I got logged out from Kick. Honeypot not found. I don't know what that is. They must be having some type of technical issue. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Oh well. We're not going to worry about that. Shooting strikes. That's insane. He is our athletics guy. Oh, shit. Already has swift movements.
Stay sharp.
He holsters his pistol, the hallmark of good discipline. He gives you a somewhat frightened and genuine smile. Thank you, my lord. You arrived just in the nick of time. I don't know what those babbling creeps wanted with me, but it definitely wasn't anything good. All thanks to you, my lord. Those blind lunatics are all over the city right now. These rebels stand out to the void, go around maiming anyone they get their hands on and scorching their eyes. Then they leave the poor sods, driven mad by the pain to wander the streets babbling nonsense. He lowers his voice and adds with gravity. The commander doesn't want anyone to talk about it, but I've heard whispers that it's not just some nonsense. It's heresy, actual heresy. Because listening to it scrambles your brain. They made one patrolman freeze in his tracks while the blind mob got a hold of him and carried him off from his post to who knows where. Lucky Jasper, the governor's aide and personal Vox operator. I was dispatched to the starport on special orders. The young man proclaims, desperately trying to tame his tossing hair. What exactly are you doing here on your own? Following the governor and his special instructions, mainly. Grits his teeth with a pained expression furrowing his brow. I don't know why the hell I haven't caught me in this. I'm sorry. Oh, right. It's a secret site. I can't talk about it. You will talk about it. Well, that would make me a saboteur and a traitor, wouldn't it? Yes, you're right. This is an emergency. He looks relieved. So why did they send you to the airport? I'm supposed to deliver updated Vox codes. How I should put it, assess the situation. The planet is a real mess at the moment. The rebels have found their way to our Vox and are now eavesdropping. This has made proper communication impossible. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium had to send out a distress signal before it went dark. And who even knows what's happening in the system? There's been a riot on Ricani Philia, the prison planetoid. Yorick 5 station is silent, although the navigators there have always been a reclusive bunch. I was hoping I'd be lucky enough to run into a pilot or a captain here who would give me an update, but that's hardly possible right now. The rebels are blasting anything that tries to land out of the sky with their damn cannon. He stops talking, a little too abrupt. There's something else you are hiding from me, isn't there? More classified secrets. Jasper looks away. It's nothing classified, just personal. There's another reason why I'm here. My betrothed is missing. Raquel Velkan, the esteemed Devane Lutiscale's personal pilot. When the riot reports came from the Carpophilia, Lord Devane headed here, their person. Then his rebellion started down. And we lost communication. No one knows how they're doing it. You know what I'm afraid of? That they'll come back, and those rebel scumbags will shoot them out of the sky. I wanted to find a place that's high up, set up a Voxcaster there, send them a transmission. The sky is closed off, don't try to land, but I didn't make it in time. Those blind dogs chased after me when I was running. I tripped and broke the caster. He hangs his head sadly. I'm worried about him. He's an excellent pilot, but he's still worried. Abelard shakes his head disapprovingly, but his eyes are understanding. That is why all members of the Void Ship clan share the same employment. No matter how devoted a servant to the Emperor is, to their duty, there is always the danger that family ties might disrupt regulations. Do not worry, for your Raquel is alive. Happens to meet her on Mercadi Filia. Really? That's marvelous. May the Emperor protect you for 1,000 years and then 1,000 more for bringing me such good news. He beams with elation. I'll name my firstborn after you, I swear. In fact, I'll name all my children after you. You had better. Oh yeah, I could brutally leave him now if you're going to punish you for disclosing classified information. No, tell me about the Inquisitor. The Inquisitors of Terry. Gaspar's face quickly turns gray as he says, I have. I don't know where he is now. I'm sorry. I don't like discussing the affairs of the Inquisition. I have no more questions. It was my pleasure to be of service to you, my lord. It's been nice to chat with someone normal. He glances warily at the body of the nearest blinded lunatic. I must stay quiet. You're right. We shouldn't stay here or we might run into rebels. I'll go find a safe place to watch the sky for any landing shuttles. May the Emperor protect you, my lord. Chatting for a guy in the middle of a battlefield.
Let's see this through.
I'm hungry. I think I got one more fight.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud.
Another battle demands our attention.
Show them no mercy! Let's make it quick.
They won't expect this. Count me out. Not my area of expertise.
Anything else? They who discern the future own the battlefield. Will do.
Here we go.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. You're clad in scarlet. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. Let's get to it.
Hold on.
A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call. Indeed. We'll rule the stars themselves. One fewer target. It will be done. At your beck and call.
Out of my way!
Done and done.
Crappy.
Venture forth. Nothing can catch me off guard.
Don't speak too soon.
Keep your guard up.
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain? You are in the presence of House Orselio.
Oh yeah, get rid of this clunky shotgun for her. Forget that it takes 2 action points. That's bullshit. I don't want that. She's got a melee weapon. Oh yeah, persuasion. Much better.
Onward to victory.
Nothing escapes my sight. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails. I better myself through my service.
Shit.
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target! Don't kill the tech priest! We need to take him alive!
Knowledge finders, and let their enemies breathe.
Damn it! Fall back!
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
Let the cycle be discontinued. The man dressed in crimson should not have survived an explosion like that. However, he is alive. You hear the wheezing of a respirator that covers half his face.
Not another step.
A trill comes from the folds of the partially smoldering crimson raiment. It is Biharic speech, the sacred language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Biharic hymn transforms into a Vox-synthesized voice that sounds like thunder rolling over a vast plain.
Flee, for I am death.
His gaunt hand rises to stop you, and immediately your Vox howls in pain, and your machine equipment starts crackling. The tech priest's blazing power axe disgorges a cloud of righteous sparks. His visor glows menacingly in blue and green.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Placid!
Abelard clutches his head as the ocular implant is racked with a wave of interference. I am rogue trader Bygone Path von Valancius, and I mean you no ill will.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation.
The tech priest's visor focuses on your attire and examines the symbols.
The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
The menacing blue-green glow fades in the tech priest's gaze. He lowers his arm, and your equipment ceases to malfunction. The tech priest stares resolutely forward, his mechadendrite tentacles rising gracefully around his hunched figure, which is illuminated by the flames of the smoldering remains of the machine.
This was my doing.
The tech priest turns around and stares aghast at the burning remains as if he had nothing to do with what just happened. His vox produces a mournful prayer.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
I identify as Magos Pascal Haneman of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
Altar Templum Calixis. I have heard the name before. The station appears on House Orselio's star charts, in the Furibunda system, not far from the Void Colony of Footfall. You have traveled a long way to come here, esteemed Magos.
You don't know what caused.
The Omnissiah granted me a revelation. The spirit of this machine was dying, but it wished to perform a service, for such was its design. I sensed this and appealed to it. I do not know how I did it. I merely followed my intuition. The understanding granted by the Omnissiah was not permanent. It has left me.
Why do you wish to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabbles unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
If the tech priest's voice carried any compassion for the dead, the dry words that crackled from the Vox system did not convey a shred of it. You may join my routine.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Join us, Squall. Arm this man. We got a las gun. Is that the best we can do? For Toby las gun. There we go. We can do a little bit better. Just keep those. Adaptive. Let's give him fire. And force as well. Let's level this fella up. Ooh, 4 ranks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ballistics. We're just gonna believe that. Okay. I'm gonna go ballistics again. Guess so. Tactical knowledge is really good. Tech use, of course. Ooh. Improved tactics. Alright. Move board must go.
Let's seize the moment.
Stop! There!
You left the Navis Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you regret it, Seneschal?
No, I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
is trash.
Let's see this through.
Operation successful.
Challenging me was a mistake.
I will take you down.
Rejoice in battle! Eradicated. I'll do it.
Absolutely great. Ow.
On it. What an unfortunate turn of fate. But of course.
High momentum.
Emperor, give me strength. Try to die with grace, at least. I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'll paint your death in colors.
Consider that off limits. I won't do that. I said, so done. That is how it's done. Let's set this in motion. Done and done. Costly mistake.
My competencies are not that universal. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. Request approved.
Count me out. As said, so done. Easy. That is how it's done.
Streets of the capital.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Have to make Abelard do that. Looks crappy. Death World. Agility.
Venture forth.
At least now we have a full squad. Feels like a full squad. We were cheating because there were 2 turrets there. lordship. Private Camille Regius, ready to escort you to the command center for your meeting with the governor. I regret to say that the convoy sent to meet you was ambushed and took critical losses in the heavy fighting against the rebels. In other words, I'm the only survivor. However, the rebel force was destroyed as well. How convenient. We can set out for the command center. Success to failure ratio of combat objectives completion for this world's military speaks to its subpar efficiency. I will advise the local ruler to seek my fraternity's aid in upgrading their troops to servitor maniples. Your uniform looks odd, soldier, as if it belongs to someone else. Apologies, your lordship. The soldier draws himself up and goes to adjust his gear. It's a new uniform. The guards are in a difficult situation right now, so we often get issued whatever's left, and it isn't always the right size. Your mouth is full of blood, soldier. You are hiding something behind beaming hues of faith and loyalty. What is it? The soldier gulps nervously under the stern gaze of Cassia's ruby eyes. Fear, I guess. In times like these, if you give in to weakness, you're done for. I'm not done with life just yet. Idira winces, glances at you, and shakes her head. How did you make it out alive? The Emperor protected me. I didn't run, your lordship, if that's what you're thinking. I was by the commander's side until the very end. I shot the last rebel from the gang that attacked us. But alas, the captain succumbed to his wounds. The others had already died. The Emperor rest their souls. What can you tell me about the insurgency? The ungrateful rabble rose in rebellion against the planet's lawful governor and his lordship Caligos Winterskin, our ruler by the will of the Emperor. They are all heretics deserving the most terrible death. Order will be restored. The guilty will be punished. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yes, your lordship, we have to take this avenue. It leads to the starport, right to the command center. It's a short walk. Can we just kill this guy?
Stay sharp.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Let's seize the moment.
Over there!
Terrible.
As it should be.
Die, heretic.
Onward to victory! Your execution is assured.
I'll bleed you dry.
I am going to skewer the lot of you. All melee. No need for cover here.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Let's get to it.
Keep your senses keen.
Scared yet?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
No way to do it, huh, Argenta?
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
It's alright.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
All the way down there.
Will do.
Time to slaughter someone.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Explorers know one route. Forward.
Let's get to it.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Another foe painted black. If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Poised for action. I know what to do. I said, so done. Done and done. Let's set this in motion. Consider that off limits.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done. At your beck and call.
Show me what you've got.
Reduced to
Up
dust.
here, maggot.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I refuse. I'll do it. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! On it.
Anything else? Farewell.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Activating force mode sacrament.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
They won't expect this. As said, so done. Not my area of expertise. I won't do that. Easy.
I will do my duty. Indeed.
Guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
What is this foreboding?
Yes, I command the vast wealth of several planets, but still not above looting every single stitch of...
Let's see this through.
Weapons on the battlefield. Carefully.
Never doubt me.
A disorganized rabble should not be capable of bringing down a world like Ryklad Minoris. Is the governor exerting every effort to restore order here? I am not convinced.
If the governor is sincere in his faith and service to the Emperor, then I am confident that he is doing everything within his power.
Stub carbine. Single
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Thanks.
Another battle demands our attention.
Spare none of them!
Let's make it quick. Here we go.
Martyrdom is a reward.
Let's get to it.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
You are good. Need good.
I have read tomes of military tactics. The fury of House Orselio!
Much better.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Follow my lead. At your beck and one fewer target.
Good job.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
What is going on? Why is the thing double inputting? Oh. That's not never mind.
I know what is to come. I'm not so sure.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. Desire condemns you.
Let's get to it.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
That is better than ineptitude, not malice. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Marching ahead.
Operation successful.
Officer's chain sword. That looks about right. Save and quit. It's been fun tonight. Glad you guys joined.